Spending stimulus money on toys. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of Heise Says US. Grab your stein of coffee or cup of joe, because we're going to have a look at an article from CNBC which is discussing, well, the soaring price of Mattel shares as people spend their stimulus money on toys. Well, there you go. I mean, that's the objective. They want to stimulate the economy, but it's it's going to the shareholders of those big companies. Is anyone at all surprised? Well, what's better, spending it on toys for your kids or buying it throwing it in a meme stock? You let me know in the comments, guys. So let's jump over here and have a look at this article. Mattel sales soared 47% as parents bought toys with stimulus checks. The toy maker raises out the outlook. And here in Australia, we saw a similar thing with our real estate sector. We spoke about McGrath. Their earnings have gone up significantly, and they've improved their outlook. Toy maker Mattel reported a narrower than expected loss as sales far exceeded Wall Street expectations. During a conference call with analysts, Mattel raised its sales forecasts. It expects revenue to raise 6% to 8% this year in constant currency. The company's stock rose more than 7% after the bell. And there we have it. I have these toys in my house. We buy them for our kids. They love them. Toy maker Mattel said Thursday that its sales nearly doubled as families spent more on toys for their children, helped by more disposable income due to government stimulus checks. The company's stock rose more than 7% in extended trading. Typically, the first quarter is a weak period for toy sales as it flows the influx of sales during the holiday quarter. I went shopping just to a local big chain, a local Kmart here in Australia, and I was shocked at how cheap some of the toys were. You know, if you don't go the brand name, you can get knockoffs pretty cheap. Very cheap, actually. Mattel's CEO, Ynon Kreiz, also credited the company's turnaround efforts and said it had grown its market share for 3 consecutive quarters. We are strengthening our position as a consistent leader in the toy industry, he said. We believe we are very well positioned to improve profitability and accelerate top-line growth in 2021 and beyond. Here's what the company's report for the first quarter compared with what Wall Street was expecting based on a survey on analysis by Referral. Losses per share, 10 cents adjusted versus 35 cents expected. So there you go. They're still making a loss, but their loss is much improved. Their revenue was $874.2 million versus $684.2 million. Mattel's net loss narrowed to $115.2 million or 33 cents per share from a loss of $210.7 million or 61 cents per share a year earlier. Excluding items, Mattel lost 10 cents per share, which is less than the loss of 35% per share expected by analysts surveyed. Revenue rose 47% to $874.2 million from $594 million a year ago, beating analysts' expectation of $684.2. The company continued to see strong sales of dolls in the latest period, with net sales of its American Girl brand rising 22%. Barbie, Mattel's most known brand, also grew in popularity due to new product launches and innovations. Barbie's cultural relevance truly has never been stronger, said Richard Dixon, Mattel's president and chief operating officer. We've been leaning into diversity, inclusivity, and social impact, and we're seeing this reflected in the success of Fashionistas, which is also double-digit increases. He also added that products like Color Reveal and Barbie Extra grew incrementally in the first quarter. During a conference call with analysts, Mattel said it expects revenue to rise 6 to 8% this year in constant currency, as we've heard before. Previously, the company was aiming for mid-single-digit sales gain this year. The higher forecast reflects not only the strong sales in the first quarter, but the company said it was off to a strong start in the second quarter. We believe we are well positioned to gain momentum for the full year, the CFO, Antonio Di Silvestro, in a press release. In addition, Mattel expects higher than anticipated cost inflation, citing plastics and ocean freight as 2 examples. And we're going to see more and more about this, about warnings of inflation coming. We've seen freight go up just in a crazy amount. So let's have a look at the share price now of Mattel. Let's see how they're going, everyone. So the Mattel share price, and I'll bring this up at the time of recording, it's sitting at $21.05 US per share, and you can see it's definitely climbed up from about $11 back in September last year. It's just shot right back up to over $20. What are the technicals are saying? Strong buy. And let's look at some of the ideas. So technical at 1 day, strong buy, oscillators, buy, and moving averages at buy, some of the ideas. So MAT as a breakout setup from 1 day ago, going long, MAT breakout, MAT momentum play with divergence. So we can see here. There you go. Yep. To the moon. Oh, a bit later than expected. And there you go. So there we have it, everyone. So we have the Mattel share price. And the question is, now looking at Mattel, do you think it is a buy, a sell, or a hold? Would you jump in now, or is it a little too late? Do you think the long-term prospects for this company are good? Will Biden continue with more stimulus? What do you reckon? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that one in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. If you're a fan of the channel and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband. If you're a share trader, you can help us out by joining Self-Wealth or signing up for Stake. When you fund your account, we each get a free share. You can